This bride was about to marry a man she didn't love. But suddenly, his powerful CEO brother burst into the room to stop the wedding. The CEO immediately shouted, "I won't let you marry him," and ordered everyone to get out. The bride was stunned. Just then, he walked towards her, his eyes locked on hers. He lifted her veil and pulled her close. At that moment, he whispered that her groom, his own brother, had sent him away just to steal her. Meanwhile, the groom was outside flirting with another woman. Suddenly, an assistant ran to him, shouting that a man had forced his way into the bride's room. The groom immediately became furious and rushed down the hall. Inside the room, the CEO kissed the bride under her veil. The next second, he pushed her onto a sofa. Just then, the groom started banging on the door, screaming the bride's name. The bride panicked and tried to push the CEO away, but unexpectedly, he just smiled at her. The family arrived and started pounding on the door. The CEO stood up, looked at the bride, and whispered, "I'm here to help you." At that moment, he shouted at the door, "Get lost." He revealed his name, the CEO of the powerful Wrong Corporation. The family outside heard his name and immediately ran away in fear. The groom was left alone, enraged. The next second, an assistant brought him a key card. The groom immediately swiped the card and burst into the room. But what he saw shocked him. The CEO and the bride were sitting calmly on the sofa, looking at a contract. The groom demanded to know what they were doing. Unexpectedly, the CEO stood up and revealed the truth. He had just bought all of the bride's shares in her company. The wedding was now useless to the groom. The CEO and the bride shook hands. Their plan had worked perfectly. This woman ran into her childhood love at a nightclub, but she mistakenly thought the powerful CEO was a male model for hire. She immediately asked how he was trained to walk so quietly. The CEO was amused and told her the client had to teach him the rules. He led her down a neon corridor. At that moment, she was at a party with her rival who was forcing her to drink. His new girlfriend mocked her relentlessly. The woman felt sick and ran to the bathroom. Just then, she overheard a shocking conversation. The rival admitted he was only using his new girlfriend for her money and called the woman a dog he couldn't get rid of. Furious, the woman stormed out. Unexpectedly, she saw the CEO. She begged him to teach her how to seduce her rival. The CEO saw the rival stumbling out of the room. The next second, he grabbed the woman and kissed her passionately. Later, in a hotel room, he began her lesson. "First, never look away," he whispered, touching her chin. "Then, find what they want and promise you can give it to them." He leaned in close. But the most important thing is, never give it to them easily. Suddenly, the woman turned the tables. She pushed him onto the couch and used his own tricks against him. She stared into his eyes, touched his face, and whispered his words back. At that moment, she kissed him, and the teacher became the student. This woman woke up after spending the night with a man she thought was a male model. But unexpectedly, he was the powerful CEO she had just met. She immediately tried to sneak out, but he called after her. The woman pulled out her phone to pay him for his services. He smirked and asked how much he was worth. She transferred him a large sum of money. Just then, he told her the price was for one night, and she still owed him for the morning after. Suddenly, he grabbed her and pulled her close. The woman left the room in a hurry. But just then, she saw her rival, the CEO's brother, walking down the hall. She immediately panicked and ran back, but the door was locked. She pounded on it desperately. At that moment, the CEO opened the door and pulled her inside. The next second, her rival knocked on the door, calling for the CEO. The woman was terrified. The CEO offered to help her for a price. A year-long contract. Just then, the rival called out that he heard a woman's voice. The CEO immediately said his girlfriend was in the bathroom. The woman quickly hid and pretended to be the girlfriend, yelling for him to hurry up. The rival was fooled and left. Later, the CEO took the woman to breakfast. Unexpectedly, the rival's sister was there. The sister recognized the woman and became furious. She immediately walked over and accidentally spilled a glass of water on her. At that moment, she called the woman's sister-in-law and revealed that the woman was her brother's girlfriend. The CEO looked at the woman completely shocked. A flashback revealed that 20 years ago, the rival's father cruelly abandoned the woman as a child. Now, she was finally back for her revenge. This woman was invited to her rival's home by his parents. But unexpectedly, they were plotting to have their son seduce her and steal her entire company. The woman entered the mansion. Just then, the rival's parents came downstairs to greet her. The father immediately stared at her, saying she looked familiar. The woman smiled and cleverly replied that she just had a common face. The mother immediately questioned her relationship with their son. The woman explained that he had saved her from drowning. A flashback showed the woman struggling in a pool. The next second, the rival jumped in and rescued her. Back in the present, the mother sneered, asking if she faked cramps in front of rich men often. The woman immediately clapped back, stating her own wealth was just as great. At that moment, the father asked about her parents. The woman revealed a shocking story. Her father was struck by lightning while cheating on her mother. The father's face turned pale. The woman then revealed she was raised by a powerful uncle in the capital who funded her business. The parents were immediately impressed. Just then, the powerful CEO arrived with the rival's sister. The sister saw the woman in her seat and angrily told her to move. But the mother stopped her, declaring the seat was for her future daughter-in-law. Suddenly, the sister dropped a bombshell. She announced that the woman and the CEO were actually business partners. The parents were stunned. The rival didn't believe it for a second. At that moment, the woman pretended to choke on her wine to change the subject. After dinner, the father ordered the rival to drive the woman home. But the CEO suddenly insisted on riding with them. In the back of the car, the rival put his arm around the woman. The next second, the CEO secretly reached down and took her hand. Just then, the rival's phone rang. It was another woman calling. He immediately rejected the call. The CEO asked if he was afraid of his girlfriend. Annoyed, the rival stopped the car and left. The CEO immediately told the driver to go. He then made a bet with the woman. If she could make the rival come back, the CEO would lose. The woman called the rival and pretended to have a stomachache. But unexpectedly, he told her to have the CEO take her to the hospital and hung up. The woman had lost the bet. The next second, the CEO smiled and said she lost on purpose just to be with him. He leaned in and whispered, "Are you trying to seduce me?" Suddenly, he pulled her in and kissed her. At that moment, he declared that she had won the bet. He revealed he intentionally lost because he didn't want to be a substitute for his brother. He told her to consider him instead. This woman was using a man just to make her ex-boyfriend jealous. But unexpectedly, this man was the CEO of a company her partner was desperately trying to work with. In an office, employees gossiped about their own CEO. They said she was chasing a playboy for funding. At that moment, the CEO entered her office. Her partner immediately confronted her. She shouted that their target was a weak company. She revealed a much better investor, backed by the city's richest family. But the CEO refused to change plans. The partner exploded with anger, yelling that the whole city thought she was a lovesick fool. She revealed she sold her wedding apartment to fund their company. The CEO grabbed her hands, begging for trust and promising to succeed. Meanwhile, the CEO of the rival company faced his own crisis. His grandmother stormed into his office. She furiously reminded him of his promise to save their family business. The next second, she threw a medical report on his desk. She had only 6 months to live. Just then, she revealed her shocking plan. She handed him a file on the female CEO. The grandmother ordered him to get close to the woman, take over her company, and use her technology to fulfill his promise. At the company headquarters, the female CEO and her partner waited for the investors. Suddenly, the CEO felt sick and ran to the restroom. Just then, a luxury car pulled up. The man she was using stepped out. He was the investor. He walked inside and saw a picture of her on the wall labeled CEO. He smiled. The woman returned from the restroom and saw him. She panicked. Immediately, she grabbed him, covered his mouth, and dragged him into a dark storage room. She locked the door. In the conference room, everyone wondered where the man had gone. The woman ran upstairs. She quickly sent a text, lying that she was sick and had gone to the hospital. Inside the locked room, the man got a call from a restaurant manager. Her ex-boyfriend was there with another woman. The man immediately ordered the manager to send them free food, keeping the ex busy. The next second, the female CEO appeared in the dark room. She stared at him and demanded, "What are you doing at my company? Are you crazy? What are you doing at my company?" she shouted. But he immediately confessed he had a sickness and only she could cure it. He called it a heart sickness. The only symptom was crippling anxiety when he couldn't see her. The next second, he leaned in close. The woman pushed him away, but just then, he revealed a shocking truth. Her ex-boyfriend was on a date with another woman at that very moment. They immediately rushed to the restaurant. Her ex and the rival were stunned to see them. Suddenly, the manager approached their table, greeting the man respectfully as young master. Unexpectedly, the manager then announced that the man had 2 unpaid bills. At that moment, the CEO declared she would pay for everything. The ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend stormed over. She accused the CEO of cheating and immediately tried to slap her. The CEO grabbed her wrist. She challenged the rival to call the ex-boyfriend's mother right then and there. The rival immediately fled in terror. The CEO stared coldly and revealed a secret. Her ex was the son of the man she was truly after. Meanwhile, the man's grandmother met with a young woman. She was planning a fashion contest for the city's elite families. The young woman read the proposal. She suddenly realized the contest wasn't about fashion at all. It was a matchmaking event to find a wife for the CEO. A woman brought a man home, but suddenly, her ex-boyfriend started pounding on the door. The man was soaked from the rain, so she let him use her shower. Just then, her ex began shouting her name from outside. The woman panicked. She told the man to hide. Unexpectedly, he refused. He wanted to compete fairly for her. She threatened to fire him if he didn't hide. The ex-boyfriend kept banging on the door. She finally opened it. He immediately stormed in, accusing her of hiding someone. He began searching the house. To distract him, the CEO pretended her cat made a noise. Just then, her ex-boyfriend heard a real sound. She immediately faked an ankle injury and collapsed. He rushed to help her. He searched the bedroom closet but only found a cat. The next second, as he turned away, the man was revealed hiding among the clothes. The ex-boyfriend was furious, but the man immediately revealed the truth. He explained that they had known each other since childhood. In a flashback, he saved her from bullies. He then revealed that on the night she was drugged, he was the one who rescued her. At that moment, the 2 men started to fight. The CEO screamed for them to stop. She turned to her ex-boyfriend. She demanded to know why he had drugged her. He swore he didn't do it. She immediately threw him out of her house forever. He left in defeat. The CEO then kicked the other man out too, telling him to leave. Later, in a car, her partner asked why she was so sad. The CEO asked if she believed in love. The partner replied, "It doesn't matter who plants the seed, as long as the fruit is ours." This woman discovered the man she was using as a fake boyfriend was actually the billionaire investor she desperately needed. But when she tried to apologize, he told her 1 glass of wine wasn't enough. The next second, she grabbed the entire decanter and drank glass after glass until she collapsed. Later, the man confronted her. He asked why she hid her identity. She coldly told him that he would never understand and walked away. Just then, he found her on a balcony and embraced her from behind. He promised to invest in her company, but she immediately gave him a shocking order: withdraw the investment. He was stunned. He refused to give up on her. The next second, he pulled her in and kissed her. At the official press conference, the man took the stage. The CEO and her partner sat in the audience. A reporter asked about the major deal. Unexpectedly, the man announced his company was pulling all funding. The crowd gasped in shock. The CEO's partner stood up, her face filled with betrayal. But just then, the CEO's ex-boyfriend got down on one knee. He held out a ring and proposed. From the stage, the man watched in silent fury.